So, welcome back to more of Castlevania Circle of the Moon, where last time we left off we had a pretty lengthy story, and also just got a lot of things done, which is always good. But right now what I'm doing is I'm gonna backtrack to some of the places I couldn't get to without the double jump. So I'm gonna be doing this a lot just to make sure I got all my bases covered with regards to getting power-ups, and also with regards to getting all the items in this game. So let's see, I think it was here. Yep, it was here. And yeah, this is going to require some maneuvering on my part because there are lots of spirits that like to knock you off platforms, and these guys do get particularly annoying. So let's just take care of them this way. Yeah, it's really the easy way to wipe out the spirits, is just to make sure that you just spin the whip and then take them out that way. But now we got us some more hearts, so that does give us plenty more to work with. Let's see, hearts aren't really going to be that big a deal until we get the cross, but that is kind of ways away. I mean, the good thing about this is that you can always keep your hearts full. Let's see, where do I gotta go now? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and find something down there. And just like always, sliding is usually the easy way to get through these enemies. So let's just get going here. And this is a room I completely forgot, even though I could have gotten it in my first go around, but you know, that's just the kind of things that are gonna happen when you're Let's Playing. Especially when it has been a while since I've actually played through this game full. But I mean, it still controls really well, and there's really not much of a learning curve considering that I do know a lot about it. But here we got some more health, so more health is always a great thing. Especially when it automatically refills your health. Yeah, unfortunately, knockback is going to happen a lot in this part too. Let's see. Yeah, there's one more down there. I mean, some of these parts are going to be a little bit boring, but I mean, fortunately, I do get through these things fast enough that I can at least get some more things done. I mean, editing this Let's Play is going to be pretty tricky, especially since there's going to be a lot of going back and forth killing the same enemy over and over again. Yeah, we need something else in order to get this thing. So I just thought I'd show that off. We're actually going to need the wall jump in order to get that. But we're not going to come across that for a little bit. And yeah, unfortunately it does get pretty annoying early on that you find all these things and you can't figure out how to get past them. But it all makes sense in due time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, besides getting knocked off the platform, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just backtrack over to that area where Cerberus was. So I'll just see you there. Okay, now that we're here where the mummies were. As I've said before, excellent place to get experience, but the easy way to deal with these guys is just to whip the coffin. And then that's just the easy way to take out these mummies. I mean, fortunately the mummies aren't too big a threat unless they all gang up on you at the same time. But I mean, that's not too hard to deal with, especially since I did end up inadvertently grinding for experience while trying to get that card. Let's see, right here is the Holy Water. The Holy Water is just as useful as it was in the NES games. But with the section I'm going to be going to next, I'd rather stick with the axe. So let's just go ahead and get up here and find ourselves another HP max. And the great thing about these power-ups is that they are pretty easy to find, just provided that you know where to look for them. And now we got a new section, the Abyss Stairway, and a lot of this is just going to be making jumps. Outside of that, though, it's not really that tricky. See, there actually is something over to the down and to the left that I want to get. And while we're here, Nathan might as well be practicing his baseball skills with sliding into stuff. And that is really the easy way to take care of these enemies early on. Let's just go ahead and refill here. Because even though it's not really that necessary, but refilling is definitely going to be useful later on. But I just want to take out Fleamen. And for the sake of this Let's Play, I'm going to be using mostly either strength or luck upgrades as much as I can. And of course the reason for that is because I'm going to need to either get items quickly, or I'm just going to need to kill enemies quickly. You know, because it's not going to make for that good of a Let's Play if I end up just killing enemies over and over again. And then of course that means lots of grinding to cut out. But yeah, the interesting thing about the ice whip, or any ice weapon for that matter, is instead of killing the enemies you can make platforms out of them. And then you can use it on these brain floats in order to get a pretty useful increase. And the other good thing about the brain floats is that you can get magic increases or power-ups that restore your magic. So I mean, that's another thing that's really useful about these guys. Let's just whip these guys some more. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get it, but the strange thing about the MP increases is that they're more based off of a percentage than a set number. But I mean, I just found that pretty interesting. So let's see, I think... yeah, let's see, I got everything covered here. So I should be alright. Let's see, there are crates in the way, and then there are also stones that we're going to have to break, but that unfortunately isn't going to happen for a while. Instead, we just must make more jumps here. And also the fun little trivia about this game is that the first time I played it was actually in the summer before I ended up going to college. And this is going to make me sound like an old man, but when I was at my house in high school, we had a 56K modem. And for those of you too young to know what that was, the 56K modem used a phone line. Okay, didn't need that. Yeah, I was just getting some strange slowdown. But yeah, where was I? The 56K modem was just a phone line where downloading games, especially games as big as 2 or 3 megabytes, was a pretty involved process, because what we had to do was we just had to click on the stuff and then do something for about another 2 or 3 hours and pray that nobody calls you when you're on the or using that particular phone line. And I do want to kill that axe armor, because axe armors do have a pretty useful weapon. Or actually, it's not a weapon, I think it's either an item or a card, I forget though. But yeah, the cards are going to be pretty important here, so... Also, what's important is just make sure you do check a lot of walls in order to find some more items. Let's see, I just gotta look at something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I mean, I guess I ran into some weird slowdown issues. And fortunately, I did fix the, or most of the problems with the slowdown from before. And of course, the main culprit was ST service on Dill. But see, these statues are pretty interesting. We're not going to be able to do anything with them yet, but that's another thing that's going to require some patience. But yeah, the important thing with okay, good, we got a save room here. But yeah, getting back to what I said earlier, that modem also made it pretty tough to, I guess, go online and look for stuff on GameFAQs. And it was actually a pretty big culture shock when I first ended up getting to college and we had a cable modem, so I can just look up at stuff whenever I wanted, and then downloaded stuff at much faster speeds. So yeah, that's just your little story for the day. Let's see, this section can be a little boring, mainly because there's just a lot of tricky jumps to make. And the jumps themselves aren't that hard, it's just kind of a pain when you get hit by a spear and end up falling off. So let's see, there should be something here. And also an easy way to check for if there are any secrets is to look at the map. and then just see if there are any gaps in the architecture. So let's see, let's just continue killing stuff. Okay, good, there was something. Now we got us some more hearts. That's actually going to be pretty useful for the second boss. And also, sliding up hills is going to be a little bit tougher. So it's just easier to slide downhill to attack enemies. Let's see, anything here? Okay, we're in the audience room. This should be where the boss is. And there is a useful card from the slime, so I'm just going to continue killing this thing until I get it. So I'll just see you then. Alright, we got it. We got the Venus card. And what the Venus card is going to be useful for is increasing your attributes. So let's see, the easy way to go about doing that is just to get this thing equipped. And our attack is much stronger. And I think it's a 25% increase with Salamander. We're going to find other increases later on, but that's always a good thing to have for now. Let's see, yeah, I mean, these enemies really aren't too much of a pain to deal with, especially when you got stuff to increase your offense. So that's always good. Skeletons can give us leather armor, but to be honest, I'm not really in a hurry to replace the cotton robe yet. And that's where we're going to fight Dracula at the end, but we do not have the key in order to get there. And of course, there's some pretty interesting enemies here. Let's see, the Will-O-Wisps can cause problems if they sneak up on you. And Clinking Mans aren't too tough to deal with, but they can reach and then do some damage. So let's see, at least we're getting some more potions to work with. And it's about what you'd expect from a potion. Well then again, unfortunately with the way I am now, it's having that Venus and Salamander equipped is gonna drain my magic pretty handily. Let's see, I think I can get the boomerang here, but I'll just have to check and make sure. So the good thing about killing zombies is that we are at a point where we can just kill them in one hit. And I mean, the enemies here really aren't too tough. They can just gang up on you or sneak up on you, and that is what's going to cause problems down the road. Okay, well we got flame armors, and the thing with flame armors is that they can cover a lot of distance when they attack you, so just don't get caught off guard whenever they do. And unfortunately, I'm not at the right level to be dealing with these guys, so it is going to take me a while in order to kill them. But folks, the reason we came here was to get the cross. And there is actually something up there, but I am not in a position to get it. But yeah, the cross is a very special weapon, and I might as well just demonstrate here. And the special part about the cross is that you can get multiple hits off them if you get the distance right. Or if you get the distance right so that... Ooh, nice. You end up... Or it ends up stopping and turning back right when it's on the enemy. You can get about 5 or 6 hits on the enemy for one boomerang throw. Which is actually going to be very excellent for taking out enemies at a very fast rate. And it's going to be essential for survival much later in the game. I mean, just knowing how to do that's going to make your experience so much easier in this game. And not that this game is impossibly hard or anything. I mean, I find it's not easy in any way, shape, or form, but it's also a fair kind of challenge. Which is one thing I do like about most Castlevania games is that, I mean, the old school ones have their bullshit moments when it comes to killing you, but at the same time, they are the good kind of tough games. I mean, the mechanics are simple enough that you can adapt to them. Let's see, with that, we are going to go ahead and get the bronze armor on. And the bronze armor has good defense, so it's a nice little thing to have this early in the game. Let's see, okay, more stones we can't do anything with yet. We are going to get the tackle that's going to allow us to break those things pretty soon. Let's see, yeah, we got a secret here. Yeah, let's just take you out. And since we have the boomerang, hearts are definitely going to be essential as we move on in this game. So let's see, yeah, we just want to take out more stuff here. And fortunately the enemies, once you have a firm grip on them, you can, just set your strategies accordingly, and then just take them out that way. Yeah, I didn't really handle that all that well. So let's see if there's anything in here. Yeah, let's see, I think... Okay, yeah, we want to kill these lightning skeletons, because they do have a pretty good item here. And more crates we can't do anything with yet. Yeah, see, unfortunately there's going to be a lot of those parts, and we will deal with those pretty soon. So let's see, okay, so I think I can go up now. And yeah, this section is going to be... I guess this video might be a little bit boring considering that, you know, it's just going to be me doing a lot of running around and trying to get as many items as I can, but at the same time, it's one of those things that is important if you want to survive in this game. And there's the full moon, as was mentioned by Camilla. I mean, it's not quite full yet, but we are getting there soon enough, and we are running out of time to save our master. Okay, well, let's see, about 9 minutes, 10 minutes, yeah, you know what, I think I can, get one more item and then call the video. So I'm just gonna go up here, and then get said item, and then probably call the video after that. So let's see, it's gonna be right here, we just gotta make jumps. Yeah, fortunately making jumps isn't too tricky, especially because this game controls very well. And that is one thing that is pretty underrated with this game compared to Aria of Sorrow or Harmony of Dissonance, is just how well Nathan handles in this game compared to Just or Soma. Okay, you guys get to die. So let's see, anything else here? Nope, more stones. And yeah, there's probably gonna be a part, like once I get everything, of just me going around getting stuff. I mean, if this one isn't, or doesn't constitute as one part, the next one probably will. Let's see, I think the lightning skeleton actually does have a valuable part. Or not a valuable part, a valuable card, I should say. And see, the outer wall does have a lot of useful stuff once you... Okay, sweet, we got the golem card. Yeah, the golem card is going to be great for defense. Especially once we get to certain parts where we're going to need high defense in order to make it through. Let's see, there's definitely something here. Let's see, the way to find this is that... Okay, actually I think it's the next one. But yeah, the way to find it is that you have to... Let's see, whip downward. And also getting blown up by skeletons. Yeah, I mean, I know it's here, I just have to figure out where it is. Unfortunately, that is something that can be a little tedious in this game. Nope. Yeah, this could take a while. Well, I guess while we're here, I should also talk about stuff I've been in. Okay, well then again, there are a bunch of brain floats. Anytime you see a bunch of brain floats like that, that's usually a clue that there's something up there. So that's just one reason you want to take a look. Okay, let's see, can we get this thing? Ah, nope. Yeah, that's the annoying part, is you have to start all over whenever you end up missing like that. Let's see, anything in here? Yeah, I think to get that we're gonna need the wall jump. So let's see, can we do something here? Alright, well there should be something up here. Nope, not there. So let's see, the skeletons can be pretty annoying as the game goes on, but at the same time, as long as you deal with them quickly, they shouldn't be too big a problem. Alright, well we got more health. More health is always good. So now we gotta drop. Let's see, it has to be either in this room or the room before, where that hidden thing is. Let's see, I'm probably gonna find it in the next part, but let's see, I think what I'm gonna do is just find a save room and then call it there. And then maybe in the next part when I record, I'll just get said thing. Oh, fun fact, this is actually where you come up once you, or where you come back to after finishing a certain section. That can be pretty annoying. Okay, so let's just go ahead and save here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and call the video, so join me next time as we take out some more enemies and hopefully find some more useful things in this castle. See you then!